Most dental practice owners have no idea what a new hire actually costs them to get to work in their practice. They usually know the recruiter invoice or how much they spend on Indeed, but they don't know the total load cost that it costs for a hygienist, an assistant, a front desk, or an associate to enter their practice and start working on day one. It's a lot more than just the recruiter invoice or the ad bill itself. And so just like in marketing, how we cost how much it takes to acquire a new patient and how much they bring into the practice over the lifetime of their stay with the practice, in marketing, we need to track how much it actually costs to bring someone into the practice as a new hire and how much they generate in profit for the office. So that number is typically a mystery, and oftentimes as dentists and practice owners, we fly by the seat of our pants with that. So what is the talent cost to acquire talent calculator? Now, the cost to acquire calculator that we have built for you guys, it calculates the following. The cost to get one quality hire in a specific role divided by the number of quality hires, okay? So the calculator breaks down real numbers and real things that you can put in. It breaks down your direct ad spend, which is kind of included with the internal labor, the tools and overhead such as HR software, assessments, background checks, and all the things like that. It includes vacancy cost of how much gross profit per day, and we've calculated for you nationally what the average gross profit per day per role is, because some of those roles are a little hard. It's a little easier for an associate or hygienist to calculate that number because they have production numbers. But for assistants and front desk, it's a little more amorphous and tough to get. So we've calculated those for you if you don't know those. And then the ramp cost. How much does it take, or how many days does it take to get your onboarding and someone up to speed where you're fully productive again at your office with that new role? So that's what the talent calculator is. We're going to walk through how to use it, and then it's yours. It's free, and we want you to use it. The link will be below in the description, and we hope you use it, and we hope you use Bonded as well, which is the new dental hiring app that we've created to help you hire faster, easier, and cheaper than ever before. It's going to hopefully change and revolutionize the way we hire in dentistry. So back to how the calculator works. So for each role, for a doctor, a hygienist, assistant, or front desk, you're going to enter in different information here, okay? So some of the information you're going to enter is you're going to enter what position it is, the total hiring spend. So this isn't just your ad spend or your recruiter fee. We're talking the whole, internal hours spent times your hourly rate, the softwares and tools that you had to use to get there, and the background checks and other things that are needed as well. So you've got to calculate all those things for that. We've put in what national averages are. So for an associate dentist in the United States, it ranges greatly from $20,000 to $25,000 to $40,000 to find a dentist on average in an office in terms of search costs and onboarding costs and whatnot. So we kind of split the difference here, and the calculator is defaulted to $30,000 for an associate dentist. We've also defaulted the vacancy days and gross profit per day that typically runs in the ramp days. But you can change all these numbers so it fits you more perfectly. But you can see the different things that are possible that way. Okay? Then you're going to put in the number of days that you were searching for that person in the vacancy days. And then the gross profit per day that role brings into the practice. Okay? So that number is not the collections or not the production that the associate dentist was doing for your office, but truly after expenses, after overhead, paying your staff, how much did that dentist or hygienist or front desk or assistant help produce in that day that directly goes to profit for that office per day, okay? And as you calculate this number is going to blow your mind how important each role is to you, Okay. And then the ramp days and the ramp gap percent are how long it takes you to get someone up to speed to full productivity. Okay. And if you need help ever knowing what to do with that, you can click the little eye icon and it'll give you a prompt of what to do. Okay. So in total, there's about 5 or 6 buckets that you're putting info in, and it's going to divide the hires to get the talent cost to acquire talent per role. And then it's going to spit out some information, as you can see on the right here, how much it's going to cost you per role, how long it's going to take you to make back your money for how much you had to spend to get that individual, and then how much that individual brings in gross profit per year for you for your office. Okay? So, for example, if we are taking the average numbers for an associate dentist in the United States, your total cost to acquire a dentist is actually $402,000. And that number seems really high, but when you actually run the numbers, it's 100% accurate because of the vacancy days and the amount of profit that you are missing out on every day, and then the ramp cost of being less productive to start. And so your total cost, you're missing, like, it's going to cost a lot of money to hire, but look at the annual lifetime gross profit of $529,000. Okay, that person brings in profit, in straight profit, to the bottom line of the practice every year by having that role filled. Okay, so yeah, you spent $402, but guess what? The profit that was added to the practice, like straight profit, was $529,000 potentially. Okay, now below you're going to see the lifetime gross profit to CAC ratio. Now in marketing, we want our lifetime gross profit to cost to acquire a customer or talent in this case to be 3-to-1. Okay, so our ratio right now on average, if we're taking average numbers, is 1.32. We want that ideally 3-to-1, and so there are different things that we can do to make that ratio better. And the coaching insights below help share what we could potentially do. All right. So we could improve onboarding, we could decrease the vacancy days, and decrease the hiring spend. Those are all things that we could do to increase the return on investment. And so we encourage you to test this out and know what your numbers are. So once again, you need to know if your talent cost to acquire a customer is good. And like I just said, we want that ratio of lifetime gross profit to cost to acquire to be 3-to-1. And so that is definitely what you're shooting for. So if you're trying to use this calculator, we want you to use it. It's for you and it's free. So please go ahead and click on the link, use it. The link once again will be in the description in the below in the video and on the podcast. You can click it in the show notes, and we encourage you to use it and click around. Then we're going to do another example here. Front desk often costs about $5,000 to hire, and typically your vacancy days are 90 days. And if you look at how they add, because this is a direct revenue producing role, it's more of a support role to produce. But as we broke down some numbers, they add about $365 in profit a day by they're collecting money at the front often. They are scheduling patients that are going to pay the providers. And so they add direct revenue every day. And if you run the numbers for this, it really costs you a lot of money if you're at a front desk. Same with an assistant or a hygienist. I mean, a dental assisting role, yeah, it might not cost much on Indeed to find someone, but your total costs and really where your costs come in is the lost production in the chair next to you and the amount of time it takes them to get them up to speed averages out to about $44,000. So losing an assistant's actually a huge, huge deal to the practice over time. So once again, we encourage you to use this. And if you are looking for ways to increase your ratio of lifetime gross profit to cost to acquire talent ratio, we encourage you to download the Bonded Dental app. It is the new dental hiring app that we've created, and it will decrease the amount of vacancy days, lower your total hiring spend, and help you find talent in your area faster than ever before and in a more transparent way. So if you want, this link right here will take you directly to Bonded so you can make your free account. And we hope to see you in there. Hope this has been helpful, and we hope you guys end up using this calculator lots to help you know if you're hiring and what your true costs are for hiring someone in your office.